What if you could cheat and learn words, phrases, and grammar 2 times faster? You'll learn how to do just that with our exclusive PDF cheat sheets. But first, if you don't yet have access to our language learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. First, so what are cheat sheets? With our learning program, you learn the language with conversation-based lessons that you can just listen to or watch and get everything explained and start speaking those very same dialogues. And as a bonus, you also get PDF cheat sheets as supplementary material for the lessons. These cheat sheets cover must-know topics like weather, your hobbies, daily routine, and much more. There are over 30 cheat sheets inside, and you'll find them inside our program, so they're not available anywhere else. Inside each cheat sheet, you get the words, phrases, and sentence patterns related to the topic that you can quickly review whenever you have a minute or two. So that's how the cheat sheets work. Now, how can you learn faster with these cheat sheets? Just download a cheat sheet, print it, keep it nearby, and glance through as much as possible. Not for hours a day, but just a few minutes throughout the day. It's as simple as that. If you can follow these simple steps and do this daily, you'll actually learn faster. Faster than if you were to sit down and memorize for hours a day. You'll know all of the words and phrases in and out, simply because you've seen them enough times. Language learning is all about repeated exposure. The more you're exposed to the language, the better you'll remember it. And the cheat sheets give you that quick exposure to the words, phrases, and grammar patterns. You can always save the PDFs to your device, but having physical cheat sheets will speed up your progress. It's just easier to pick one up and glance through. Plus, you can write on them for extra practice. Otherwise, if you keep the PDFs on your device, chances are you'll barely use them and forget about them. How can you get access to our PDF cheat sheets? If you're a member, you already have access. If not, just click the link in the description and sign up for a free lifetime account to get our learning program and these bonus cheat sheets. Once you've signed up and logged in, come back to the special PDF lessons page. The PDFs will now be available for instant download, and that's it. So, if you want to learn the language and get access to these learning tools and our learning system, sign up for a free lifetime account right now. Just click the link in the description to get your free lifetime account. Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Italian ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to discuss plans in Italian? You'll learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Felice, and this is 3-Step Italian by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you'll learn to discuss plans in Italian through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. Fai qualcosa sabato? No, non faccio niente. Sono libero sabato. Allora, possiamo allenarci insieme in palestra? Sì, va bene. Stasera vado a bere qualcosa con i miei amici alla cantina. Vuoi venire? Certo. Let's hear it with the English translation. Fai qualcosa sabato? Are you doing anything on Saturday? No, non faccio niente. Sono libero sabato. No, I'm not doing anything. I'm free on Saturday. Allora, possiamo allenarci insieme in palestra? Then, can we train together at the gym? Sì, va bene. Yes, that's fine. The next sentence will be the one we analyze. Let's examine its components. Stasera vado a bere qualcosa con i miei amici alla cantina. Vuoi venire? Tonight I'm going to have a drink with my friends at La Cantina. Do you want to come? First is the word stasera, meaning tonight. Stasera. Stasera. Next is the phrase vado a bere qualcosa, which literally means I'm going to drink something, but it translates as I'm going to have a drink. Vado a bere qualcosa. Vado a bere qualcosa. After this is the phrase con I miei amici, meaning with my friends. Con I miei amici. Con I miei amici. Next is the phrase alla cantina, meaning to la cantina. Alla cantina. Alla cantina. All together, it's stasera vado a bere qualcosa con I miei amici alla cantina. This translates as tonight I'm going to have a drink with my friends at la cantina. Last is the sentence vuoi venire? Meaning, do you want to come? Vuoi venire? Vuoi venire? All together it's stasera vado a bere qualcosa con I miei amici alla cantina. Vuoi venire? This translates as tonight I'm going to have a drink with my friends at la cantina. Do you want to come? Certo. Of course. Let's look at the sentence pattern. This pattern is the structure that all of our example will follow. Andare a, present tense, infinitive phrase. Be going to, present tense, infinitive phrase. Let's look at andare a first. Andare literally means to go, but in this pattern it translates as be going. When conjugated in the present tense, it tells us who is going to do something. A means to. Together, andare a is used to say someone is going to do something. After andare a is the infinitive phrase. That's the main action. This phrase starts with a verb in the infinitive form, the dictionary form, like fare qualcosa, to do something. So, the full pattern andare a infinitive means someone is going to do something. Let's see how a line from the dialogue follows this pattern. Stasera vado a bere qualcosa con I miei amici alla cantina. Tonight I'm going to have a drink with my friends at la cantina. In this sentence, stasera means tonight and it's not part of the pattern. Vado is the present tense of andare, meaning I go or I'm going. A bere qualcosa follows right after with bere as the infinitive meaning to drink something. Together, vado a bere qualcosa means I'm going to drink something or I'm going to have a drink. After it is con I miei amici alla cantina, meaning with my friends alla cantina. So, stasera vado a bere qualcosa con I miei amici alla cantina. Translates to tonight I'm going to have a drink with my friends at la cantina, in natural English. Now, you can use this pattern to discuss plans with others or tell them your own plans. In Italy, socializing over drinks, especially aperitivo, is a beloved tradition. In the early evening, friends often meet at a local bars or cafe to enjoy light drinks like spritz or wine, along with small bites called stuzzichini. Now, let's look at some speaking examples. Vado a studiare in biblioteca. I'm going to study at the library. Can you see how the pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, vado is the verb andare in the present tense, meaning I go or I'm going. This tells us the subject is I. A studiare follows right after. Studiare is the infinitive, meaning to study. Together, vado a studiare means I'm going to study. in biblioteca adds extra information at the library. It tells us where the action is happening. So, that is how vado a studiare in biblioteca fits the pattern andare a, present tense, infinitive phrase. I'm going to study at the library. Here's another example. Vado a vedere un film al cinema. I'm going to see a movie at the cinema. Vado a vedere un film al cinema. I'm going to see a movie at the cinema. Let's try one more. Vado a fare una torta per la festa. I'm going to bake a cake for the party. Vado a fare una torta per la festa. I'm going to bake a cake for the party. Another one. Vado a giocare a calcio al parco. I'm going to play football at the park. Vado a giocare a calcio al parco. I'm going to play football at the park. One last example. Vado a lavare i piatti. I'm going to wash the dishes. Vado a lavare i piatti. I'm going to wash the dishes. Now you know how to discuss plans in Italian, and you can move on to the practice. A presto!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Italian ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to talk about transportation in Italian? You'll learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Felice, and this is 3-Step Italian by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you learn to talk about transportation in Italian through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. Ottimo lavoro! Sono le 17. Abbiamo ancora tempo. A che ora vedi i tuoi amici? Alle 19. Vado alla cantina a piedi. Vuoi venire con me? Sono stanco. Vengo in taxi. Let's hear it with the English translation. Ottimo lavoro. Sono le 17. Abbiamo ancora tempo. Good job. It's 5 p.m. We still have time. A che ora vedi i tuoi amici? What time are you seeing your friends? The next sentence is the one we'll focus on. Let's take a closer look and break it down into its parts. Alle 19 vado alla cantina a piedi. Vuoi venire con me? At 7 p.m. I'm going to la cantina on foot. Do you want to come with me? First is alle 19, meaning at 7 p.m. Alle 19. Alle 19. Next is the sentence vado alla cantina a piedi, meaning I'm going to la cantina on foot. Vado alla cantina a piedi. This starts with the verb vado, meaning I go or I'm going. Vado. Vado. Next is the phrase alla cantina, meaning to la cantina. Alla cantina. Alla cantina. After this is the phrase a piedi, meaning on foot. A piedi. A piedi. Next is the question. Vuoi venire con me? Meaning, do you want to come with me? Vuoi venire con me? This starts with the verb vuoi, meaning do you want? Vuoi. Vuoi. Next is the verb venire, meaning to come. Venire. Venire. After this is the phrase con me, meaning with me. Con me. con me. All together, it's alle 19, vado alla cantina a piedi. Vuoi venire con me? At 7 p.m., I'm going to la cantina on foot. Do you want to come with me? Sono stanco, vengo in taxi. I'm tired, I'm coming by taxi. Let's look at the sentence pattern. This pattern is the structure that all of our examples will follow. Verb of movement, a or in, place, a or in means. Verb of movement, to, place, by means of transportation or on foot. We start with a verb of movement, such as vado, which means I go. This shows that someone is going from one place to another. Then comes the preposition a or in. Depending on the place, use a with specific places or establishment, especially in set expressions such as a scuola, to school, or a casa, home. You will use in with most buildings or institutions, like in biblioteca, which means to the library, or in palestra, meaning to the gym. Use in with countries or larger locations. Like in Italia, to Italy. Or in città, in the city. After that is the place you are going to. This could be any location. And finally, we have the part how we're getting there. You can say in plus means of transportation, like in macchina. Means by car. Or in treno, meaning by train. Or use a piedi to say on foot. Let's see how a line from the dialogue follows this pattern. Vado alla cantina a piedi. I'm going to la cantina on foot. In this sentence, vado is the verb of movement, meaning I go. Alla cantina. Alla cantina uses the preposition a and the place la cantina, which contracts to alla cantina, meaning to la cantina. A piedi shows the means of transportation, on foot. So, vado alla cantina a piedi means I'm going to la cantina on foot. Now you can use this structure to talk about where we are going and how we are getting there in Italian. In Italy, people usually drive cars for short trips and take trains for longer ones. Even in big cities, metros are not very common, buses and streetcars are used more often. Now let's look at some speaking examples. Vado in biblioteca in autobus. I go to the library by bus. Can you see how the pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, vado is the verb of movement, meaning I go. In biblioteca shows the preposition plus place. We use in here because biblioteca is a general place like a building or institution. Then, in autobus tells us the means of transportation using the preposition in plus autobus, which means by bus. So that is how Vado in biblioteca in autobus fits the pattern. Verb of movement, vado. In, place, biblioteca. In, means of transportation, autobus. Here's another example. Vado a scuola a piedi. I go to school on foot. Vado a scuola a piedi. I go to school on foot. Let's try one more. Vado a casa in metropolitana. I go home by metro. Vado a casa in metropolitana. I go home by metro. In Italy, the metro is officially called metropolitana, but it's commonly referred to simply as metro. Another one. Vado a Roma in macchina. I go to Rome by car. Vado a Roma in macchina. I go to Rome by car. One last example. Vado in città in taxi. I go to the city by taxi. Vado in città in taxi. I go to the city by taxi. Now you know how to talk about transportation in Italian, and you can move on to the practice. A presto!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Italian ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to make an invitation in Italian? You'll learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Felice, and this is 3-Step Italian by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you learn how to make an invitation in Italian through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. Wow, che bella camera, è molto spaziosa e la vista è magnifica. Andiamo subito in spiaggia? Vuoi riposare prima? Meglio di no. Andiamo prima in spiaggia. Let's hear it with the English translation. Wow, che bella camera! È molto spaziosa e la vista è magnifica. Wow, what a beautiful room! It's very spacious and the view is magnificent. Andiamo subito in spiaggia. Let's go to the beach right away. Well, focus on the next sentence. Let's examine it more closely and break it down into its components. Vuoi riposare prima? Do you want to rest first? This starts with the verb vuoi, meaning, do you want? Vuoi. Vuoi. Next is the verb riposare, meaning to rest. Riposare. Riposare. After this is the time expression prima, meaning first or before. Prima. Prima. All together, it's vuoi riposare prima? Do you want to rest first? Vuoi riposare prima? Meglio di no. Andiamo prima in spiaggia. I'd rather not. Let's go to the beach first. Let's look at the sentence pattern. This pattern is the structure that all of our example will follow. Vuoi, infinitive. Do you want to? Vuoi means do you want? It comes from the verb volere, which means to want. In this sentence pattern, vuoi is used in the second person singular form, when you are speaking to one person informally. After that, is an infinitive verb. In Italian, infinitive verbs always end in are, ere or ire. They are the unconjugated base form of verbs. Together, voi plus infinitive is a way to ask someone informally if they want to do something. This is a very common and useful structure in everyday Italian. Let's see how a line from the dialogue follows this pattern. Vuoi riposare prima? Do you want to rest first? In this sentence, vuoi is the second person singular form of to want, meaning do you want? Riposare is the infinitive verb meaning to rest. Prima means first and it's added as a time expression. So, vuoi riposare prima translates to do you want to rest first? Now you can use this structure to suggest activities to do with others in Italian. In Italian, both vuoi and ti va di can be used to ask someone if they want to do something, but they feel a little different. Vuoi means do you want to and is more direct. Ti va di means do you feel like and is a bit softer and less direct. Ti va di, infinitive. Do you feel like? After ti va di, we use an infinitive verb, a verb that ends in are, ere or ire, and is not conjugated. In this pattern, ti means to you, informal, and va comes from the verb andare, which means to go. But here, it's used in an expression that talks about what feels good or appealing to someone. You might use vuoi with a close friend, but ti va di feels a little softer or more polite. Both are common in everyday conversation. Now let's look at some speaking examples. Vuoi fare colazione? Do you want to have breakfast? Can you see how the pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, vuoi is the verb in the second person singular, meaning do you want? Fare is the infinitive verb, meaning to do or to make. In this context, it's part of the phrase fare colazione, which means to have breakfast. Colazione is the noun meaning breakfast. So, vuoi fare colazione follows the pattern vuoi plus infinitive, where vuoi is the conjugated verb and fare is the infinitive. Here's another example. Ti va di guardare un film? Do you feel like watching a movie? Ti va di guardare un film? Do you feel like watching a movie? This sentence fits the pattern. Ti va di plus infinitive. This is a friendly and common way to suggest doing something together in Italian. Let's try one more. Vuoi andare al ristorante? Do you want to go to the restaurant? Vuoi andare al ristorante? Do you want to go to the restaurant? Another one. Vuoi organizzare una festa? Do you want to organize a party? Vuoi organizzare una festa? Do you want to organize a party? One last example. Ti va di venire a cena da me? Do you feel like coming to dinner at my place? Ti va di venire a cena da me? Do you feel like coming to dinner at my place? Now you know how to make an invitation in Italian. and you can move on to the practice. A presto!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Italian ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to talk about health problems in Italian? You'll learn how in just a moment. Hi, my name is Felice, and this is 3-Step Italian by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you learn how to talk about health problems in Italian through a quick conversation. Let's look at the dialogue. As you listen, pay attention to how they ask about the topic and how the other person responds. Adam, non hai un bel aspetto. Stai male? Ho mal di testa. Ho anche mal di stomaco. Hai la febbre? Non lo so. Vuoi andare a casa? Sì, vado a casa. Let's break it down. Adam, non hai un bel aspetto. Stai male? Adam, you don't look well. Are you sick? After that is the focus statement. Ho mal di testa, ho anche mal di stomaco. I have a headache, I also have a stomachache. First is the sentence. Ho mal di testa. I have a headache. Ho mal di testa. This starts with the verb ho, meaning I have. Ho. Ho. Next is the phrase mal di, literally meaning ache of. Mal di. Mal di. After this is the noun testa, meaning head. Testa. Testa. All together, ho mal di testa. This translates to I have a headache. Ho mal di testa. Next is the sentence ho anche mal di stomaco, meaning I also have a stomachache. Ho anche mal di stomaco. This starts with ho, the same verb we saw before, meaning I have. Ho. Ho. Next is the word anche, meaning also. Anche. Anche. After this is the phrase mal di, again meaning ache of, just like before. Mal di. Mal di. Last, the noun stomaco, meaning stomach. Stomaco. Stomaco. All together, it's ho anche mal di stomaco. This translates to I also have a stomachache. Ho anche mal di stomaco. Hai la febbre? Do you have a fever? Non lo so. I don't know. Vuoi andare a casa? Do you want to go home? Sì, vado a casa. Yes, I'm going to go home. Let's look at the sentence pattern. This pattern is the structure that all of our example will follow. Avere, mal di, or male a, body part. To have a pain or ache in, body part. This pattern is used to describe common physical discomforts like headaches or stomach aches. Let's look at the elements in this pattern. First is the verb avere, meaning to have. This verb tells us that the speaker possesses or experiences something, in this case, pain. Next is the expression mal di or male a. These both refer to pain, but are used slightly differently. Mal di is a fixed expression that doesn't change form regardless of gender or number, unlike male a. male a is often used with more external or visible parts like gamba, leg, braccio, arm, mano, hand. Male a. Gamba, leg, braccio, arm, mano, hand. After that comes the body part, which is the location of the pain. It follows either mal di or male a, depending on the word used. These body part nouns can be masculine or feminine, and either singular or plural, a fact that determines the form of the other words in the sentence. Let's see how a line from the dialogue follows this pattern. Ho mal di testa. Ho anche mal di stomaco. I have a headache. I also have a stomachache. In this sentence, ho is the first person singular of the verb avere, meaning I have. Mal di is the fixed phrase meaning ache of. Testa. Testa, meaning head, is the body part mentioned. So, ho mal di testa means I have a headache. In the next part, anche means also. This is not part of our pattern. Then we again see mal di followed by stomaco. Stomach. So, ho anche mal di stomaco means I also have a stomachache. With this pattern, avere mal di or male a plus body part, you can describe feeling pain anywhere on your body. When using male a, the preposition a combines with the correct definite article for the body part depending on whether it's masculine or feminine, singular or plural. For example, masculine singular, a, il, al. Feminine singular, a, la, alla. Masculine plural, a, gli, agli. Feminine plural, a, le, alle. Now let's look at some speaking examples. Ho mal di schiena. I have a backache. Can you see how the pattern applies here? Let's break it down. Here, ho is the verb. It comes from avere, meaning to have. This shows the speaker is experiencing something. Mal di is a fixed expression used to describe an ache or pain. It literally means ache of. Schiena is the noun meaning back, is the body part that's affected. So this is how ho mal di schiena fits the pattern avere mal di body part, and it translates to I have backache. Here's another example. Ho male a una gamba. I have a sore leg. In this example, you can see the male a version. Since gamba, leg, is an external and visible body part. Ho male a una gamba. I have a sore leg. Let's try one more. Ho mal d'orecchio. Ho anche mal di denti. I have a earache. I also have a toothache. Ho mal d'orecchio. Ho anche mal di denti. I have a earache and also have a toothache. Another one. Ho male agli occhi. I have sore eyes. In this sentence, we use agli instead of just a. Gli occhi equals the eyes. The correct definite article for the eyes is gli. The structure we use is malea because eyes are visible body parts, but a plus gli agli. When you combine a plus gli, it contracts to agli. Ho male agli occhi. I have sore eyes. One last example. Ho male alle ginocchia. My knees hurt. Here we combine a plus le. The definite article for the knees, ginocchia, which contracts to alle. Ho male alle ginocchia. My knees hurt. Ho male alle ginocchia. My knees hurt. Now you know how to talk about health problems in Italian, and you can move on to the practice. A presto!
Expand your vocabulary with our Core 2000 Words ebook. It's free and packed with essential expressions that you'll use on a daily basis. Start building your vocabulary today. Click the link in the description below to download your free Italian ebook before it's gone.
Do you know how to use dalle and alle in Italian? Welcome to 3-Step Italian Practice by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you will practice time-related expressions. Let's look at the main dialogue. 3 people are having a conversation. Il check-in in hotel è a partire dalle 15. Check-in at the hotel is from 3 p.m. Abbiamo ancora 30 minuti. Ecco la hall. Vuoi un caffè? We still have 30 minutes. Here's the lobby. Do you want a coffee? È a partire dalle 15. Dalle. Sì, per favore. C'è una piscina qui? Yes, please. Is there a swimming pool here? Sì, la piscina è aperta fino alle 22. Yes, the pool is open until 10 p.m. È aperta fino alle 22. Alle. Dalle means from the or starting from the, and it's used before plural hours such as 15. It comes from the preposition da, meaning from, and the article le, which means the combining to form dalle. It can often be found in the pattern we learned. Noun or noun phrase è a partire dalle time. Alle can mean until when used with time. It combines a, meaning to or at, and le, meaning the, literally meaning at the or until the. It is used before plural hours like 22. You can often find it in the noun or noun phrase è aperto or aperta fino alle time pattern. Let's practice using dalle and alle in this lesson. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Il concerto è a partire 20. Il concerto è a partire 20. dalle. Dalle. Il concerto è a partire dalle 20. Il concerto è a partire dalle 20. The concert is from 8 p.m. We use dalle in this sentence because of the phrase a partire, which means starting from. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Il negozio è aperto fino 19. Il negozio è aperto fino 19. Alle. Alle. Il negozio è aperto fino alle 19. Il negozio è aperto fino alle 19. The store is open until 7 p.m. We use alle in this sentence because of the phrase aperto fino, which means open until. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? La colazione è a partire 7:30. La colazione è a partire 7:30. Dalle. Dalle. La colazione è a partire dalle 7:30. La colazione è a partire dalle 7:30. Breakfast is from 7:30 a.m. We use dalle in this sentence because of the phrase a partire, which means starting from. Unscramble the words to make a sentence. Ready? La. La biblioteca. La biblioteca è. La biblioteca è aperta. La biblioteca è aperta fino. La biblioteca è aperta fino alle. La biblioteca è aperta fino alle 17:30. The library is open until 5:30 p.m. La biblioteca è aperta fino alle 17:30. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Il film è a partire dal or dalle 1. Il film è a partire dal or dalle 1. Dal. Dal. Il film è a partire dall'1. The movie is from 1 a.m. Dal is used here because for l'una, 1 o'clock, which is singular, we use dal. This one is an exception. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Il ristorante è aperto fino alle or dalle 23. Il ristorante è aperto fino alle or dalle 23. Alle. Alle. Il ristorante è aperto fino alle 23. The restaurant is open until 11 p.m. Alle is used here because it's part of the formation aperto fino alle, which means open until. Let's translate some sentences into Italian. Translate. The lesson is from 9 a.m. into Italian. La, the, followed by lezione, lesson. Next. È, is, third person singular form of essere, meaning to be, followed by a partire, starting, part of the phrase a partire da, meaning starting from. Next, dalle, from the. È a partire dalle is from, literally means is starting from the, but translated as is from. Next, 9 a.m. Dalle is in the sentence because it's used before plural times, here indicating from 9 a.m. La lezione è a partire dalle 9. La lezione è a partire dalle 9. The lesson is from 9 a.m. Translate. The pharmacy is open until 8 p.m. into Italian. La, the, followed by farmacia, pharmacy. Next, è is followed by aperta, open, feminine form of the adjective aperto, meaning open. Next, fino, until, followed by alle, at the, or until the. Next, 20, 8 p.m. Alle is in the sentence because it's used before plural times, here indicating until 8 p.m. La farmacia è aperta fino alle 20. La farmacia è aperta fino alle 20. The pharmacy is open until 8 p.m. Translate. Dinner is from 7:30 p.m. into Italian. La, the, followed by cena, dinner. Next, è, is, third person singular form of essere, meaning to be, followed by a partire, starting, part of the phrase a partire da, meaning starting from. Next, dalle, from the. È a partire dalle, is from, literally means is starting from the, but translate as is from. Next, (19:30), 7:30 p.m. Dalle is in this sentence because it's used before plural times, here indicating from 7:30 p.m. La cena è a partire dalle 19:30. La cena è a partire dalle 19:30. Dinner is from 7:30 p.m. Listen to me as I speak. Which time expression do you hear? Le 8:30. Let's listen one more time. Le 8:30. Did you hear? Le 8:30? It means 8:30. How about le 7:15? Let's listen one more time. Le 7:15. Did you hear? Le 7:15? It means 7:15. Next. Le 9:45. One more time. Le 9:45. Did you hear? Le 9:45? It means 9:45. And le 9 in punto. One more time. Le 9 in punto. Did you hear? Le 9 in punto? It means 9 o'clock sharp. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to use dalle and alle in Italian. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway. A presto!
Trying to learn Italian but still can't speak? That's because you're missing one of 3 crucial steps. These are 3 steps to mastering and speaking Italian with confidence. And that's how you learn at Italian Pod 101. You learn with quick conversation lessons by real teachers. You get to practice what you've learned, and you get tested for total mastery. So sign up for your free lifetime account at Italian Pod 101. Click the link in the description.
Do you know how to discuss plans in Italian? Welcome to 3-Step Italian Practice by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you will practice conjugating andare, to go, in the present tense. Let's look at the main dialogue. 2 people are having a conversation. Stasera vado a bere qualcosa con i miei amici alla cantina. Vuoi venire? Tonight I'm going to have a drink with my friends at La Cantina. Do you want to come? Certo. Of course. Vado a bere qualcosa. The word vado is the third-person singular present tense form of the verb andare, which means to go. In the dialogue, it was part of the pattern andarea, present tense, infinitive phrase, which translates to be going to, present tense, infinitive phrase. However, in this lesson, we will focus on andare as a standalone verb. Let's look at its conjugation in the present tense. Andare is an irregular verb. Its conjugation does not follow regular are verb patterns. In the first person singular, you say io vado, which means I go. Then, in the second person singular, it's tu vai, meaning you go. For the third person singular, you use lui va or lei va for he or she goes. Moving on to the first person plural, it becomes noi andiamo, meaning we go. In the second person plural, or when speak to a group, you'd say voi andate, meaning you all go. Finally, in the third person plural, it's loro vanno, which means they go. Remember, in Italian, the personal pronoun is often left out because the verb conjugation already tells you who the subject is. So, instead of io vado, I go, you often just hear vado. Let's practice using these forms in sentences during this lesson. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Maria al parco con il cane. Maria al parco con il cane. Va. Va. Maria va al parco con il cane. Maria va al parco con il cane. Maria goes to the park with the dog. We use va in the sentence because the subject is Maria, which is the third person singular noun. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? I ragazzi al ristorante con gli amici. I ragazzi al ristorante con gli amici. Vanno. Vanno. I ragazzi vanno al ristorante con gli amici. I ragazzi vanno al ristorante con gli amici. The boys are going to the restaurant with friends. We use vanno in this sentence because the subject is I ragazzi, which is the third person plural noun. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Marco al lavoro in macchina. Marco al lavoro in macchina. Va. Va. Marco va al lavoro in macchina. Marco va al lavoro in macchina. Marco goes to work by car. We use va in this sentence because the subject is Marco, which is the third person singular noun. Unscramble the words to make a sentence. Ready? Andate. Andate in. Andate in vacanza? Andate in vacanza domani? Are you going on vacation tomorrow? Andate in vacanza domani? Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? I miei amici vai or vanno a casa. I miei amici vai or vanno a casa. Vanno. Vanno. I miei amici vanno a casa. My friends are going home. Vanno is used here because the subject is I miei amici, meaning my friends, which is a third person plural noun. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Mio padre va or andate al supermercato. Mio padre va or andate al supermercato. Va. Va. Mio padre va al supermercato. My father is going to the supermarket. Va is used here because the subject is mio padre, meaning my father, which is a third person singular noun. Let's translate some sentences into Italian. Translate. We are going to the movies tonight into Italian. Andiamo. We go. Followed by al. To the contraction of a and il. Next. Cinema. Movies or movie theater. Followed by stasera. Tonight. Andiamo is the first person plural form of andare, meaning to go. It is used here because the subject is noi, meaning we. Notice how in Italian you can often omit the personal pronoun because the verb form already makes it clear. Andiamo al cinema stasera. Andiamo al cinema stasera. We are going to the movies tonight. Translate. I go to school every day into Italian. Vado. I go. Followed by a. 2. Next, scuola. School. Followed by ogni. every. Next, giorno. Day. Vado is the first person singular form of andare, meaning to go. It is used here because the subject is io, meaning I. Vado a scuola ogni giorno. Vado a scuola ogni giorno. I go to school every day. Translate. Do you often go to the library? Into Italian. Vai. You go, the second person singular form of andare, followed by spesso. Often. Next, in. To or in, followed by biblioteca. Library. Vai is the second person singular form of andare, meaning to go. It is used here because the subject is tu, meaning you. Vai spesso in biblioteca? Vai spesso in biblioteca? Do you often go to the library? Listen to me as I speak. Which form of the verb andare is used in each sentence? Vado a scuola ogni giorno. Let's listen one more time. Vado a scuola ogni giorno. Did you hear? Vado. Vado, meaning I go, is the first person singular conjugation of andare, to go, in the present tense. How about vai spesso in biblioteca? Let's listen one more time. Vai spesso in biblioteca? Did you hear? Vai. Vai, meaning you go, in the second person singular conjugation of andare, to go, in the present tense. Next. Maria va al parco con il cane. One more time. Maria va al parco con il cane. Did you hear? Va. Va, meaning he or she goes, is the third person singular conjugation of andare, to go, in the present tense. And andiamo al cinema stasera. One more time. Andiamo al cinema stasera. Did you hear? Andiamo? Andiamo, meaning we go, is the first person plural conjugation of andare, to go, in the present tense. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to discuss plans in Italian. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway. A presto!
Trying to learn Italian but still can't speak? That's because you're missing one of 3 crucial steps. These are 3 steps to mastering and speaking Italian with confidence. And that's how you learn at Italian Pod 101. You learn with quick conversation lessons by real teachers. You get to practice what you've learned, and you get tested for total mastery. So sign up for your free lifetime account at Italian Pod 101. Click the link in the description.
Do you know how to talk about transportation in Italian? Welcome to 3-Step Italian Practice by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you will practice how to talk about transportation. Let's look at the main dialogue. 2 people are having a conversation. Alle 19, vado alla cantina a piedi. Vuoi venire con me? At 7 p.m., I'm going to La Cantina on foot. Do you want to come with me? Sono stanco, vengo in taxi. I'm tired, I'm coming by taxi. In this conversation, both people talk about how they would get to the destination. This person says, vado alla cantina a piedi. I'm going to la cantina on foot. In this sentence, we have the expression a piedi, meaning on foot. And it is preceded by a preposition a. A is only used with piedi in this fixed expression, a piedi, to indicate movement on foot. It is not followed by an article, even though piedi is a noun. So, even though many means of transportation use in, like in macchina, when you are going on foot, you say a piedi. This is an exception and should be memorized as a set phrase. Then, this person says, vengo in taxi. I'm coming by taxi. In this sentence, we see the phrase in taxi, which means by taxi. The preposition in is used here to indicate the means of transportation. In Italian, in is commonly used with most forms of transport. Let's practice with more transportation vocabulary in this lesson. Here's a list of topic words. First is macchina, macchina, macchina. Motorino, motorino, motorino. Bicicletta, bicicletta, bicicletta. Metropolitana, metropolitana, metropolitana. Autobus, autobus, autobus. Do you know what macchina means? Car. And how about motorino? Scooter. And bicicletta? Bicycle. And what about metropolitana? Metro. And autobus? Bus. Let's do some multiple choice. Circle the correct answer. What does macchina mean? Car. Not metro. Metro è metropolitana. Circle the correct answer. What does bicicletta mean? Bicycle. Not scooter. Motorino. One more. Circle the correct answer. What does barca mean? Boat. No bus. Autobus. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? What are they saying? Vado a scuola in... Vado a scuola in... Bicicletta. Bicicletta. Vado a scuola in bicicletta. Vado a scuola in bicicletta. I go to school by bicycle. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? What are they saying? Mio padre va al lavoro in... Mio padre va al lavoro in... Macchina. Macchina. Mio padre va al lavoro in macchina. Mio padre va al lavoro in macchina. My father goes to work by car. Let's do some true or false question now. True or false? Barca means boat. True. Barca means boat. One more. True or false? Bicicletta means scooter. False. Bicicletta means bicycle. Bicicletta. Scooter is motorino. Motorino. Let's do some listening practice. Listen to me as I speak. Which word am I saying? Mio marito va in palestra a piedi. Did you hear the right preposition? Let's listen one more time. Mio marito va in palestra a piedi. A piedi. A piedi. A piedi is on foot and it is preceded by the preposition a instead of in. Mio marito va in palestra a piedi. My husband goes to the gym on foot. Listen to me as I speak. What am I saying? Vado all'isola in barca. Did you hear the right preposition? Let's listen one more time. Vado all'isola in barca. In barca. In barca. In barca is by boat and it is preceded by the preposition in instead of a. Remember, the preposition a is only used with a piedi in the set phrase a piedi, meaning on foot. Vado all'isola in barca. I go to the island by boat. Listen as I speak. What means of transport is each person using? Vado a scuola in bicicletta. Let's listen one more time. Vado a scuola in bicicletta. Did you hear bicicletta? Bicicletta means bicycle. Vado a scuola in bicicletta. I go to school by bicycle. How about vado al lavoro in metropolitana? Let's listen one more time. Vado al lavoro in metropolitana. Did you hear metropolitana? Metropolitana means metro. Vado al lavoro in metropolitana. I go to work by metro. Next. Vado a Milano in macchina. One more time. Vado a Milano in macchina. Did you hear macchina? Macchina means car. Vado a Milano in macchina. I go to Milan by car. Next. Vado al supermercato in autobus. One more time. Vado al supermercato in autobus. Did you hear autobus? Autobus means bus. Vado al supermercato in autobus. I go to the supermarket by bus. And vado in spiaggia in motorino. One more time. Vado in spiaggia in motorino. Did you hear motorino? Motorino means scooter. Vado in spiaggia in motorino. I go to the beach by scooter. Now you know how to talk about transportation in Italian. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway on ItalianPod101.com. A presto!
Trying to learn Italian but still can't speak? That's because you're missing one of 3 crucial steps. These are 3 steps to mastering and speaking Italian with confidence. And that's how you learn at Italian Pod 101. You learn with quick conversation lessons by real teachers. You get to practice what you've learned, and you get tested for total mastery. So sign up for your free lifetime account at Italian Pod 101. Click the link in the description.
Do you know how to make an invitation in Italian? Welcome to 3-Step Italian Practice by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, we will practice how to make an invitation. Let's look at the main dialogue. 2 people are having a conversation. Vuoi riposare prima? Do you want to rest first? Meglio di no. Andiamo prima in spiaggia. I'd rather not. Let's go to the beach first. Vuoi riposare? Vuoi plus an infinitive verb is a simple and informal way to ask someone if they want to do something in Italian. Vuoi means do you want and comes from the verb volere, which means to want. It's used here in the second person singular when you are talking to one person in a casual setting. The verb that follows is in its infinitive form, ending in are, ere, or ire, and it stays unconjugated. So when you say something like vuoi riposare, you are saying, do you want to rest? Let's practice this grammar more in this lesson. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Vuoi con me? Vuoi con me? Venire. Venire. Vuoi venire con me? Vuoi venire con me? Do you want to come with me? We use venire because in the pattern vuoi plus infinitive, the second verb must stay in its infinitive form. Vieni and vengo are conjugated forms and don't fit here. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Vuoi la pizza? Vuoi la pizza? Mangiare. Mangiare. Vuoi mangiare la pizza? Vuoi mangiare la pizza? Do you want to eat pizza? Mangiare is the infinitive form of the verb, and we use it here because the pattern vuoi plus infinitive requires the verb to remain in its base unconjugate form. Mangiare means to eat. The other option, mangia, he or she eats, and mangio, I eat, are conjugated forms and do not fit after vuoi, which ask what you want to do. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Vuoi un film? Vuoi un film? Guardare. Guardare. Vuoi guardare un film? Vuoi guardare un film? Do you want to watch a movie? We use guardare in this sentence because it is the infinitive form of the verb, which is needed after vuoi to express do you want to do something. Guardare means to watch. The other options, guarda, he or she watches, or the imperative, look, and guardi, you watch, formal, or the imperative, look, formal, are conjugated forms and do not follow the correct vuoi plus infinitive pattern. unscramble the words to make a sentence. Ready? Vuoi. Vuoi prendere? Vuoi prendere il? Vuoi prendere il tuo? Vuoi prendere il tuo zaino? Do you want to take your backpack? Vuoi prendere il tuo zaino? Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Vuoi, dormi or dormire adesso? Vuoi, dormi or dormire adesso? Dormire. Dormire. Vuoi dormire adesso? Do you want to sleep now? Dormire is used here because it is an infinitive form of the verb, which fits the pattern vuoi plus infinitive. Dormire means to sleep. The other option, dormi, is the conjugated form you sleep and does not work after vuoi, which must be followed by the base form of the verb. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? Vuoi lavare or lavi le mani? Vuoi lavare or lavi le mani? Lavare. Lavare. Vuoi lavare le mani? Do you want to wash your hands? Lavare is used here because it is the infinitive form of the verb, which is required after vuoi in the pattern vuoi plus infinitive. Lavare means to wash. The other option, lavi, is a conjugated form, you wash, and cannot be used directly after vuoi, which must be followed by the inconjugated verb. Let's translate some sentences into Italian. Translate. Do you want to listen to music? Into Italian. Vuoi. Do you want? Followed by ascoltare, to listen. Next. La, the, followed by musica, music. Ascoltare is used here because it is the infinitive form of the verb, and in the structure vuoi plus infinitive requires the verb to stay in its base form. Ascoltare means to listen. Vuoi ascoltare la musica? Vuoi ascoltare la musica? Do you want to listen to music? Translate. Do you want to go to the park? Into Italian. Vuoi. Do you want? Followed by andare, to go. Next. Al, to the, followed by parco, park. Andare is used here because it is the infinitive form of the verb, which is required after vuoi in the pattern vuoi plus infinitive. Andare means to go. Vuoi andare al parco? Vuoi andare al parco? Do you want to go to the park? Translate. Do you want to play with us in Italian? Vuoi, do you want? Followed by giocare, to play. Next. Con, with, followed by noi, as giocare is used here because it is the infinitive form of the verb, which fits the structure vuoi plus infinitive. Giocare means to play. Vuoi giocare con noi? Vuoi giocare con noi? Do you want to play with us? Listen to me as I speak. Which infinitive verb is used in the sentences? Vuoi venire con me? Let's listen one more time. Vuoi venire con me? Venire is the infinitive form of the verb, meaning to come. It fits the pattern vuoi plus infinitive and tells us what action the person being asked if they want to do. How about vuoi prendere il tuo zaino? Let's listen one more time. Vuoi prendere il tuo zaino? Did you hear? Prendere? Prendere, meaning to take. Prendere is the infinitive form of the verb. It follows vuoi because this structure uses the base form of the verb to express an action someone may want to do. Next. Vuoi lavare le mani? One more time. Vuoi lavare le mani? Did you hear lavare? It means to wash. We use the infinitive lavare after vuoi because this structure always pairs vuoi with a base verb form. And vuoi ascoltare la musica? One more time. Vuoi ascoltare la musica? Did you hear? Ascoltare? Ascoltare meaning to listen. It's the infinitive form of the verb and it fits perfectly after vuoi, which is always followed by an inconjugated verb. Thank you for watching. Now you know how to make an invitation in Italian. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway. A presto!
Trying to learn Italian but still can't speak? That's because you're missing one of 3 crucial steps. These are 3 steps to mastering and speaking Italian with confidence. And that's how you learn at Italian Pod 101. You learn with quick conversation lessons by real teachers. You get to practice what you've learned, and you get tested for total mastery. So sign up for your free lifetime account at Italian Pod 101. Click the link in the description.
Do you know how to talk about health problems in Italian? Welcome to 3-Step Italian Practice by ItalianPod101.com. In this lesson, you will practice how to talk about health problems. Let's look at the main dialogue. 2 people are having a conversation. Adam, non hai un bel aspetto. Stai male? Adam, you don't look well. Are you sick? Ho mal di testa. Ho anche mal di stomaco. I have a headache. I also have a stomachache. In this conversation, this character says that he has a headache. And that he has a stomachache too. You can use the pattern avere mal di plus body part to talk about pain in internal or general part of the body, and avere male a plus body part when referring to pain in external or visible parts of the body. Let's practice with more body part vocabulary in this lesson. Here is a list of topic words. First is stomaco, stomaco, stomaco. Gamba, gamba, gamba. Occhio, occhio, occhio. Naso, naso, naso. Braccio, braccio, braccio. Do you know what stomaco means? Stomach. How about gamba? Leg. And occhio? Eye. And what about naso? Nose. And braccio? Arm. Let's do some multiple choice. Circle the correct answer. What does occhio mean? Eye. Ear is orecchio. Circle the correct answer. What does naso mean? Nose. Mouth is bocca. One more. Circle the correct answer. What does gamba mean? Leg. Foot is piede. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? What are they saying? Ho male a un. Ho male a un. Braccio. Braccio. Ho male a un braccio. Ho male a un braccio. I have a sore arm. Choose the best answer to complete the sentence. Ready? What are they saying? Ho male a un. Ho male a un. Occhio. Occhio. Ho male a un occhio. Ho male a un occhio. I have a sore eye. Let's do some true or false question now. True or false? Naso means nose. True. Naso means nose. One more. True or false? Stomaco means mouth. False. Stomaco means stomach. Stomaco. Mouth is bocca. Bocca. Let's do some listening practice. Listen to me as I speak. Which word am I saying? Ho mal di stomaco. Did you hear the right fixed expression? Let's listen one more time. Ho mal di stomaco. Mal di stomaco. Mal di stomaco. Mal di means ache of, and it is used when expressing internal pain. Ho mal di stomaco. I have a stomachache. Listen to me as I speak. What am I saying? Ho male a un piede. Did you hear the right preposition? Let's listen one more time. Ho male a un piede. Male a un piede. Male a un piede. Male a also means ache of, but it's used when expressing pain in visible parts of the body. Ho male a un piede. I have a sore foot. Let's listen as I speak. What is the body part in the sentence? Ho male al naso. Let's listen one more time. Ho male al naso. Do you hear naso? Naso means nose. Ho male al naso. My nose hurts. How about ho male a un occhio? Let's listen one more time. Ho male a un occhio. Did you hear occhio? Occhio means eye. Ho male a un occhio. I have a sore eye. Next. Ho male a una gamba. One more time. Ho male a una gamba. Did you hear gamba? Gamba means leg. Ho male a una gamba. I have a sore leg. Next. Ho male a un braccio. One more time. Ho male a un braccio. Did you hear braccio? Braccio means arm. Ho male a un braccio. I have a sore arm. And ho mal di stomaco. One more time. Ho mal di stomaco. Did you hear stomaco? Stomaco means stomach. Ho mal di stomaco. I have a stomachache. Now you know how to talk about health problems in Italian. And now you can move on to the next lesson in the pathway on ItalianPod101.com. A presto! Are you ready to learn 5 new Italian words? This week's topic is size and quality. And there'll be a quiz at the end to test you on the words. So let's go! Grande. Grande. Borsa grande. Borsa grande. Ho comprato una borsa grande oggi. Ho comprato una borsa grande oggi. Ho comprato una borsa grande oggi. Ma è abbastanza grande per tutte le tue cose? Let's review. Say big. Grande. Grande. Say big bag. Borsa grande. Borsa grande. Say, I bought a big bag today. Ho comprato una borsa grande oggi. Ho comprato una borsa grande oggi. Favoloso, favoloso. Libro favoloso. Libro favoloso. Ho letto un libro favoloso. Ho letto un libro favoloso. Ho letto un libro favoloso sulla gestione del tempo. Veramente? Allora, perché sei in ritardo oggi? Let's review. Say fabulous. Favoloso. Favoloso. Say fabulous book. Libro favoloso. Libro favoloso. Say, I read a fabulous book. Ho letto un libro favoloso. Ho letto un libro favoloso. Caro, caro. Davvero caro. Davvero caro. Questo vestito è davvero caro. Questo vestito è davvero caro. Questo vestito è davvero caro. Oh no! Allora il mio portafoglio è in pericolo. Let's review. Say expensive. Caro. Caro. Say really expensive. Davvero caro. Davvero caro. Say, this dress is really expensive. Questo vestito è davvero caro. Questo vestito è davvero caro. Piccolo. Piccolo. Piccolo regalo. Piccolo regalo. Ho comprato un piccolo regalo per te. Ho comprato un piccolo regalo per te. Guarda, ho comprato un piccolo regalo per te. Oh, grazie! È davvero piccolo, ma ha un grande fascino. Let's review. Say small. Piccolo. Piccolo. Say small gift. Piccolo regalo. Piccolo regalo. Say, I bought a small gift for you. Ho comprato un piccolo regalo per te. Ho comprato un piccolo regalo per te. Noioso. Noioso. Davvero noioso. Davvero noioso. Questo film è davvero noioso. Questo film è davvero noioso. Questo film è davvero noioso, non trovi? E allora, perché lo stai ancora guardando? Let's review. Say boring. Noioso. Noioso. Say really boring. Davvero noioso. Davvero noioso. Say, this movie is really boring. Questo film è davvero noioso. Questo film è davvero noioso. Now, let's see how well you remember these words. Ready?
Grande, fabulous, caro, small, noioso.
Great job! Follow Italian Pod 101 for more Italian lessons. Are you ready to learn 5 new Italian words? This week's topic is preferences and comfort. And there'll be a quiz at the end to test you on the words. So, let's go! Semplice. Semplice. Ricetta semplice. Ricetta semplice. Voglio una ricetta semplice per la cena di stasera. Voglio una ricetta semplice per la cena di stasera. Voglio una ricetta semplice per la cena di stasera. Che ne dici di un piatto di pasta al sugo? Let's review. Say simple. Semplice. Semplice. Say simple recipe. Ricetta semplice. Ricetta semplice. Say, I want a simple recipe for dinner tonight. Voglio una ricetta semplice per la cena di stasera. Voglio una ricetta semplice per la cena di stasera. Preferire. Preferire. Preferisci studiare? Preferisci studiare? Preferisci studiare grammatica o conversazione? Preferisci studiare grammatica o conversazione? Preferisci studiare la grammatica o la conversazione? Preferisco la conversazione, ma senza la grammatica come parliamo? Let's review. Say prefer. Preferire. Preferire. Say you prefer to study. Preferisci studiare. Preferisci studiare. Say, do you prefer to study grammar or conversation? Preferisci studiare grammatica o conversazione? Preferisci studiare grammatica o conversazione? Molto, molto, molto stanca, molto stanca. Oggi sono molto stanca. Oggi sono molto stanca. Ciao Erika, oggi sono molto stanca. Io invece sono molto felice. È l'ora del caffè. Let's review. Say very. Molto. Molto. Say very tired. Molto stanca. Molto stanca. Say today I'm very tired. Oggi sono molto stanca. Oggi sono molto stanca. Comodo. Comodo. Davvero comodo. Davvero comodo. Questo divano è davvero comodo. Questo divano è davvero comodo. Questo divano è davvero comodo, non trovi? Sì, ma non addormentarti durante la lezione. Let's review. Say comfortable. Comodo. Comodo. Say really comfortable. Davvero comodo. Davvero comodo. Say this sofa is really comfortable. Questo divano è davvero comodo. Questo divano è davvero comodo. Nuovo, nuovo. Macchina fotografica nuova. Macchina fotografica nuova. Ho comprato una macchina fotografica nuova. Ho comprato una macchina fotografica nuova. Ho comprato una macchina fotografica nuova. Un'altra? Vediamo se le foto sono migliori. Let's review. Say new. Nuovo. Nuovo. Say new camera. Macchina fotografica nuova. Macchina fotografica nuova. Say I bought a new camera. Ho comprato una macchina fotografica nuova. Ho comprato una macchina fotografica nuova. Now, let's see how well you remember these words. Ready?
Semplice. Prefer. Molto. Comfortable.
Nuovo.
Great job! Follow Italian Pod 101 for more Italian lessons.
Did you get your free language gifts of the month yet? Download them now before they expire in the next few days. First step, the 50 Most Common Nouns PDF Workbook. Want to boost your vocabulary? This PDF hands you the 50 most used nouns and you can practice writing them out. Download it now for free. Second, the Talking About Where You Live cheat sheet. Tired of saying, I live, in your target language? This conversation cheat sheet gives you the exact lines to talk about where you live. Third, the 10 lines you need for introducing yourself. If you can't introduce yourself yet and you're months into learning the language, you're doing something wrong. So this 1-minute lesson will give you the 10 lines you need and get you speaking in minutes. Fourth, vocabulary and phrases for the restaurant. Can you order food at a restaurant? You will in just a minute with this free vocab and phrase lesson. Access it now. And finally, want an app that actually gets you speaking? The Innovative Language Learning app isn't another vocabulary app. It gives you bite-sized conversation lessons so you can learn conversations between real native speakers and start speaking in minutes. Download it for free on Android, iPhone, and iPad. To get your free gifts of the month, click the link in the description below and download them now before they expire.
Great work! Here's a reward. Speed up your language learning with our PDF lessons. Get all of our best PDF cheat sheets and ebooks for free. Just click the link in the description.